little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the football first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand. And Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in a Sin-State rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
He'll pull it on the read. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Reese. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Spartans are on the move.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his feet. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got his man on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Spartans decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses
breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Daly. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Gives it on the option. Creates a little room. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Booth. Takes it past the marker. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Harris will throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, and a good pickup there on 1st down.
One of the things you love. Running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give on the option. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Spartans will hustle to the line. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense getting set for first down. Find some fresh air. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Takes a handoff. It's Daly. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that something in there.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it just trickled through his fingers. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Harris back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. We got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Takes the handoff. It's York. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Offense, quick tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
And the Spartans want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3-and-out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Caught in the backfield. It's Grease. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First down for this offense. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. He's got the tight end. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Harris will throw. Unloads to the right. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Makes the catch. It's Woodside. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spike didn't stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he's going to bring it out. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the 1. Let's see what they do with this one. Rides to back and leaves it. Jukes his way for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Oh, they're after it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the goal.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Harris back to pass. He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Reese. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got his man downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find it.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 31 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Grab behind the line. It's York. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
Yeah, I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback's got the first. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. It's Reese. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Four wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Hey, listen, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
They'll run the sneak for it. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and they're going to be coming off the field.
He'll do it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. And they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. Harris will throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, show what's inside your chest.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking for room. It's York. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now facing a third and long. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you,
ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
By the receiver. Picks up 6.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again?
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Easy.
Might as well give it to him again.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
First down for the offense.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.